to be able to sell out the largest stadium in Africa, not one time, but 2 times, y'all was not playing no game.
Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's Ndagire here. Thanks for clicking on this video. This is something that I really want to share with you guys because it is interesting. Especially I want to send it to my brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Like I'm this person that is always talking about like these issues a lot and trying to like give some insights, but I'm so happy that we are seeing this happen and change in real time, especially in this time where we have like the internet and like there's less of propaganda pushing by the Western media, or people don't really believe the Western media as much as they used to. So if you don't know, or in case you don't know, there was a concert that happened in Africa, aka South Africa, where Chris Brown literally came and sold out in the biggest stadium in Africa, if not the world. Because when it comes to like Africa, to the Western world, people think we don't have anything. Like we don't have money, we don't have clothes, we don't have shoes, we don't have food, we don't have water, people think we do not have anything. And this is a problem that I've really seen, especially also with the Western companies. Like they say an artist sold out, in the world tour. They say world tour, but it's never involving Africa. It's like we are not part of the world when it comes to, artists of the West selling out in the world. And I'm like, you guys, we exist. As African people, we grew up admiring a lot of Black American like entertainment, sports, like everything that Black people really dominate at. We aspire to be like you guys. Even till today, we want and really appreciate your culture because it really groomed us. And when I say that, people are like, what do you mean? Like how? A lot of Black American artists I loved in Africa. You're going to find an African in the village knowing a song of 50 Cent, knowing a song of Beyonce, knowing a song of Lil Wayne, knowing a song of Black American people or artists. And that's why I always tell you guys, like I really like and encourage you guys to come and experience the African continent, because when people realize you're from the West, they're like, sometimes they can even mistake you to be like a celebrity, because some people think like most of the people in America, Black people, are like all celebrities, which is okay, not true, but like it's what they think. So seeing an artist like Chris Brown coming into Africa where like we are not seen as worthy, or like our money doesn't count, and sells out, it's freaking amazing. And I'm just jealous. I wish I was there to attend. So him selling out in South Africa is not a shock to me. Like it's not a shocker. I feel like he also felt like good and happy and most appreciated, because he probably didn't expect his concert to do as well as it did. And he also gave a speech which I really like, because I really love when I see Black American people or Black people from the Western countries when they come into Africa and they receive the love that they did not expect to receive. Guys, I'm kind of talking too much, but like I'm just so excited and happy about this. Listen to what he had to say and what other people had to say about this. Come back and let me know what you think about it.
Can't thank y'all enough. I can't tell you how honored I am to be here. We at the fucking Breezy Bowl. Now last night was something real special. But I have to say tonight, y'all tore that motherfucker up. I wish this night could last forever.
I just want to say this to all the American haters and all the foundational Black Americans that swear Africans don't fuck with us. Chris Brown just sold out FNB Stadium in Johannesburg, South Africa, 94,000 seats, which seats more than the Super Bowl. America tried everything they could to break this man, and he still prevailed. He is selling out a stadium that's bigger than any Super Bowl in the history of Super Bowls. And quote-unquote South Africa is quote-unquote a third world country to the West. Let's let that sink in for a second. Africa loves us. Our stars are amazing. And America's full of shit sometimes.
So a lot of people are reacting to the video that I posted yesterday in regards to Chris Brown selling out 2 nights in a row in South Africa's largest stadium, probably the largest stadium in Africa, the FNB Stadium, 2 nights in a row. Apparently he sold out in just 2 hours. People are also still reacting to how I reported that here in America, a lot of people have canceled Chris Brown, but also, it should be noted that Chris Brown had a very successful tour here in America as well. But there have been a lot of conversations on Chris Brown should do the Super Bowl. Chris Brown should do the Super Bowl. His 2 sold-out performances in South Africa honestly beats out the Super Bowl. That's 94,000 people that were in attendance there. Honestly, I wonder if they recorded it so that they can, at least feature it on streaming platforms later.
And big up to all the besties in South Africa for the way that y'all really showed up and showed out for our whole weed hottie. To be able to sell out the largest stadium in Africa, not 1 time, but 2 times, y'all was not playing no games. This just fills my khaki heart with so much glee, especially because not only did y'all fill the stadium, word on the social media curve is that tens of thousands of people proceeded to stand outside of the stadium singing along and enjoying the concert from outside the club. The other thing that just is so refreshing about monumental moments like this is that it really shows that the hate that sheeple spread online, it does not translate to real life. This was such a beautiful celebration of this man's talent, the legacy that he has built, the artwork that he has given us throughout the years. And what's truly so inspiring about moments like this is that you see the real manifestation of what is for you, no man can take from you.
Chris Brown just sold out the 4th largest stadium in the world. Twice, 2 times. The stadium is the FNB Stadium and it holds 94,736 people. It's in South Africa and he sold that out. Look at this. Packed to the brim. And I love this because I'm an advocate in going where you are loved and appreciated. This man is from Virginia in the USA and is packing out shows in South Africa. That is insane. And he put on one hell of a show. This man performed 50 songs for the Breezy Bowl and probably 39 of them had choreo that he had to remember with the dancers. But my favorite part is that he ended with forever. And it's because in the lyrics it say, it's like I waited my whole life for this one night. And so now it's this one night to give y'all a show.
I've been waiting my whole life for this type of moment, man.
He called it the Breezy Bowl because they'll probably never let him do the Super Bowl or any other award show. You see, he was supposed to do the AMAs and they took it away. I'm still mad about that. That Michael Jackson tribute would have been crazy on the AMAs, but it's cool. If they don't want to give you a seat at the table, make your own table.
Guys, for all of us who went to the Chris Brown concert, can we please gather here for 2 seconds? I'm probably going to delete this later, but it needs to be said. Chris Brown, I miss you. Okay, I know everybody was talking about the post-Breezy Bowl depression that is settling in, and honey, it is so real. I genuinely felt so sad when I was leaving the stadium because I was like, oh my gosh, when am I going to see him again with my own 2 eyes? First of all, that performance was insane. It was utterly out of this world, and I don't think we paid enough. However, Christopher Maurice Brown, I'm going to need you to move to South Africa because why are you leaving?
So I just saw Chris Brown performance in South Africa and to be honest, it is very good. I loved everything about that performance. Just the fact that there were strings attached to him and he was flying all over the stadium, it's very amazing and appealing to watch. The organizers of this show must have put in a lot of money to make this come out like this. In fact, the concert was very good. It had so much colors. In fact, I think that is why they call South Africans the Rainbow Nation. The stadium was very good. The decoration was top-notch. South Africans made history by hosting Chris Brown. And to be honest, Chris Brown performed 20 songs in that concert. I have seen places where we bring people from other places in Africa and even America. We bring them to our African country and then we pay them huge amount of money for them to come and perform for 5 minutes. This time, Chris Brown has made a lot of money in Africa, but again, he did do something great. He performed 20 songs. Can you imagine? South Africans don't joke here. They tell you if you're coming here to eat our money, you must impress us very well. So kudos to you, South Africans. Kudos to the organizers of this show. The show was good. It was massive and it was filled out. In fact, some people were still standing outside begging to even peek to see Chris Brown. Congratulations to you, South Africans. Next time, we are going to host an African and we are going to show a lot of love to that African.
I just fucking love this for him. And I love the fact that they won't let him perform at the Super Bowl here. So South Africa was like, okay, fuck y'all, we got him. We'll give him something bigger than the motherfucking Super Bowl. Honestly, don't care what nobody has to say. He deserved this fucking moment. And if we're being honest, he should have had this moment. But sadly, his own motherfucking country won't show up and show love like he fucking deserves. They won't allow it. It's bullshit. Yes, he has a fucking past. Okay, so does everybody in the motherfucking industry. Half of them are still doing fucked up ass shit, but they are not crucifying them like they're crucifying this man. He deserved his motherfucking flowers, and South Africa gave him that shit. Sold that shit out 2 nights in a motherfucking row. 94,000 people each fucking night, and that's not including the people that were outside. So, well over 200,000 motherfucking people in 2 nights is insane. Stop playing with this man.
Chris Brown pulled up to South Africa yesterday and said, if your name ain't Beyonce, get the fuck out of my face. So, over the weekend, Chris Brown took his 11/11 tour international, South Africa. 92,000 seats this boy sold out for one show, and he did it twice. Back-to-back shows, 92,000 seats. I need y'all to comprehend how many people that truly is. Like, that's not no baseball arena. That's not no football stadium. It's like a soccer stadium. Like, you feel me? Like, that's like they play soccer in those type of places. 92,000 people. That is Madison Square Garden 4.5 times. The Garden holds 20,000 for a concert. So that is 4.5 Madison Square Garden Chris Brown concerts he did in one night in South Africa. Christopher, you're not playing with him. And there's only one person on the planet that can beat you. Her name is Beyonce Knowles Carter. Beyonce Knowles Carter. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sean. Let's just call it like it is. Chris Brown is standing on the backs of many great black men. Bobby Brown, James Brown, Usher, Michael Jackson. They all laid the foundation for you, bro. But he might be reaching Michael levels. I say that because Michael was like the first person to go around the planet and be like, yo, everywhere he goes, he's famous, and it's like 100,000 people outside. Apparently, he has 2 shows back-to-back, 42,000 seats sold out already. Like, Chris Brown is reminding y'all, there was a reason why I was on a certain trajectory before I accidentally smacked a bitch.
Guys, as you've seen and listened to the video, that is what people had to say, both from the continent and the Black Americans, of course. And it seems like they were shocked that an artist from the Western countries can literally sell out and even be like sell out in big numbers. And I'm like, you guys have not seen the love that African people have for Black American people. Yes, we do have our misunderstandings. Yes, we can have our arguments. It's normal, it happens, but we love and support each other. Like, if it was for Beyonce to come, Chris Brown sold out in 2 hours. I do believe with Beyonce, Rihanna, they would be selling out in 30 minutes or 1 hour or even less. Like, that's how Africans love artists from the Western countries, especially Black Americans. And I wish you guys could really understand this and get to know that we aspire to be like you guys. We admire what you guys have, and it really, like, I would say your music really groomed us, and even some of our parents grew up listening to the oldies of Black American people. So this is really a big moment, and I feel like it's an eye-opener for the rest of the artists in the West to understand that Africa is actually a good market, and we would go beyond just to support that person that we love so much. And that's why I always come out and say that when you see people on the internet and pushing in the propaganda that, oh, Africans don't like us, oh, Black Americans don't like us, oh, Black people don't like themselves. Yes, we can have those, microaggressions. I do not take that out, but it's not on the level how people make it seem like, and the propaganda that has always been pushed by the Western media, making us, feel like we don't love ourselves, is nonsense. Like, it's not true. Let's not buy into that propaganda anymore. Like, this is 2024. We should be educating ourselves and communicating and getting to understand. Like, Google is for free. Like, at least search a little bit of things. Like, videos are always out and to show you, like, we want to see you guys in the continent, and like, we are one people at the end of the day, right? We face the same consequences, we face the same challenges, we face the same things, maybe not on the similar kind of terms, but in general, as Black people, we are literally the same, if that makes sense. So I really love this. Like, I really love this experiment that is happening today. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's going to open a lot of doors for other artists to know that there is really a big market in Africa. Like, it's being slept on, and that's not cool, that's not fair. And I love that every song that he was singing, people knew the song. Like, that makes you like feel good as an artist, going to a place when people really know your craft, you know. And I mean, I always tell you guys, like, the way I love hip-hop, I can't even explain it. But yeah, guys, that is it for me in the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm always posting. Yeah, I'll see you or hear from you in another video. Bye.